तानुम ता नंतर नंतर तानुम ता।
जंगल जंगल फिर बात चली।
All India Radio presents Fabulous Fables of India. Shh! Strictly for kids and the young at heart.
इस प्रोग्राम में आज हम आपको सुनवाने जा रहे हैं कहानी द अनफॉरगिविंग मंकी, और ये कहानी आपको सुना रही हैं जसलीन बोहरा। तो चलो सुनते हैं कहानी द अनफॉरगिविंग मंकी।
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a king with his queen and 2 sons. The royal princes loved animals and kept a group of monkeys as pets. Did you know that a group of monkeys is called a barrel? These monkeys, because they were royal pets, were thoroughly spoiled and soon became a barrel of fat and lazy lumps of lard. Their chief was wise and learned and told them it wasn't good to be so spoiled, but the monkeys simply ignored him. The royal princes also had a billy goat as a pet. The billy goat was very naughty and quite a glutton too. He would creep into the royal kitchen and quietly steal all the delicious delicacies. The royal cooks would angrily hurl pots and pans and other random things at the billy goat to shoo him off. But the billy goat was agile and managed to run away every time. The monkey chief was worried that all this hurling of pots and pans and other random things could lead to a disaster. He warned the monkeys and told them it was time that they returned to the jungle. But the monkeys refused to heed their chief's warning. That's what we all do, don't we? We don't listen to advice when we are having a good time. And so, with a heavy heart, the monkey chief left the palace alone. One day, the naughty billy goat greedily gobbled up a meal laid out for the king. The enraged cook picked up the first thing he could lay his hands on and flung it at the billy goat. The thing he picked up happened to be a burning log from the fire. This time the billy goat didn't get away and was hit by the burning log. His thick coat of fur immediately caught fire. The billy goat ran hither and thither in great pain, and finally, in total panic, he ran into the stables. The dry grass there caught fire, and within minutes, the entire stable was up in flames. The flames were eventually put out, but the horses were badly burnt. The distraught king urgently summoned the royal vets. The vets pored over their big tomes of veterinary sciences and finally found the cure to heal the horses. The cure was monkey fat. The king promptly ordered the killing of all the pet monkeys in order to get monkey fat to heal his beloved horses. When the news of the tragedy reached the monkey chief in the jungle, he was overcome with grief. Not only had he lost all his friends and family, he was no longer the chief of monkeys because there were no monkeys to be chief of. He promised himself that he would find a way to punish the king. Many months went by as the monkey chief wandered aimlessly in the forest. One day, he came upon a lake full of beautiful lotuses. Realizing that he was thirsty, he decided to drink some water. But then he noticed that although there were many animal and human footprints that led to the lake, not a single footprint led away from it. He immediately suspected foul play. So instead of going to the edge of the lake, he picked a couple of hollow lotus stems, joining them together into a long straw, quenched his thirst from a distance. Just then, a monster rose from the lake. The monster was, as monsters are, ugly as can be. But he wore a beautiful diamond necklace. He was deeply impressed by the monkey's wisdom and said, "I am the master of this lake. I devour anyone who comes close to the water. But you, O wise one, drink water from afar. I am pleased with you and shall grant you a wish." The monkey chief thought for a moment and, remembering his resolve to punish the king, said, "A certain king is my enemy. If you give me your necklace, I shall use it to lure the king and all his subjects to the lake, and you can eat them all to your heart's content." The monster agreed and gave him the necklace. The monkey chief donned the necklace, jumped from tree to tree, and rushed off to the king's court. The king and the courtiers were dazzled by the monkey chief's beautiful necklace and were curious to know where the monkey had got it from. The chief of monkeys said to the king, "O king, while wandering in the jungle, I came across a large cache of gold and jewels hidden inside a lake. This necklace is nothing compared to all the other jewels that are hidden in the lake. The diamonds are so big and bright and shiny, they even put the sun to shame." The avaricious king was really excited and persuaded the monkey chief to lead him and his subjects to the lake. And so, at the crack of dawn, the king and the monkey chief set out for the jungle. They were followed by the queen, the princes, ministers, and all the king's subjects. When they arrived at the lotus lake, they were struck by its beauty. The monkey chief advised them to enter the lake all at once. Only then would they be able to reach the treasure. But to the king he said, "As for you, O king, you should wait here till the others return, as I have a special surprise for you." The greedy king and his greedy subjects eagerly followed the monkey chief's instructions. One by one, they began to disappear into the lake. The king waited impatiently for them to return with the treasures. Many hours went by, but the subjects did not return. The king became anxious and asked the monkey chief what was going on. The monkey chief jumped to the top of a tree and triumphantly replied, "O wicked king, a monster lives in this lake. By now he must have devoured all your subjects. Your family has been killed, just as you killed mine. I have saved you, for you were once my master." And so the king returned to his palace, empty-handed and alone. The wise do say, cruelty and greed can only bring disaster and destruction. That is one interpretation of the story. What do you think?
अभी आप सुन रहे थे कहानी द अनफॉरगिविंग मंकी और ये कहानी आपको सुना रही थी जसलीन वोहरा। और हम तक कुछ भी पहुंचाना चाहते हो तो फेसबुक के आकाशवाणी फीचर्स पेज पर लिख भेजो। किसी दिन किसी कारणवश अगर कहानी नहीं सुन पाए तो AIR के YouTube चैनल आकाशवाणी AIR पर आप वो कहानी सुन सकते हो। तो आपको ये कहानी कैसी लगी इसके बारे में हमें ज़रूर लिख कर भेजना और अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखना। बाय।
A presentation of the Central English and Hindi Features Units for our External Services Division. This broadcast came to you from the Delhi station of All India Radio.
जंगल जंगल फिर बात चली।